This morning, this first day or Sunday of August, the garden is looking beautiful and bright, I have to say. From the vantage point of the deck, it's such a pleasure to see. And the sun is shining through, and it's just making everything look alive and beautiful. As you can see the grass there, that it's been filling in nicely. My husband reseeded it and has been caring for it and watering it. And now the grass is starting to look a lot like how it looked in the spring. And I think that these 3 beds have looked, this is the best they've looked in a long time. I just really love how everything is blooming and looking so healthy. It's just a really nice thing. As you can see, my yellow flower there, it's very nice, and I hope that it will reseed, and fill up that space. I have another plant that I want to transplant, another perennial that I'm going to put in that bed, because in that bed there are the daylilies, and the daylilies, they die back, and it makes that area, the back of the bed, look kind of messy. So if I can plant perennials that will come up at this time back there, I will have that succession of bloom on the back side of the front of this bed. We tried to plant some zinnias back there, but the lighting is kind of dim. I mean, they get morning sun, they get a little bit of afternoon sun, but we're waiting to see them also, flower, probably later on in the month, or we might get some flowers there. But right now we have some flowers in the front here, and it's looking really nice. This middle section of the garden is looking good. It's full and happy, and I love how the elephant ears are providing those beautiful big leaves. Yes, it looks good. And it's the textures that we're really looking at here in this section. The different textures of leaves and color and joy. I'm satisfied with it for now. And here we can see a bigger patch of the yellow flowers. I think they call them golden yellow or something like that. Daisies, golden yellow daisy or marsh daisies, something like that. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it is looking good here. It suffered a couple of years back. There was a beetle. I think the Japanese beetle was eating the leaves, and it actually looked like it had died back. But I'm glad to see it coming to life again, and hopefully it will continue to fill up that section, because we do need that color over there. After the Casablanca lilies had bloomed and now are finished, we do need this beauty of the yellow from these beautiful golden daisies. That's what I'm going to call it. And you could see that there is still some more on this side here. And I also planted these yellow flowers. Those are the flowers that I'm going to put in that other bed, the perennial. And it's looking really good, along with the bee balm. This bed is just very happy with the impatiens and the hostas. Very pretty. This side of the garden is doing very, very well. The plums are still developing, and we have collard greens there. The corn is doing well, and the tomatoes now are developing, and I'm actually harvesting those sun gold tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, just delicious. And then also I've been harvesting peppers here, and also you can see that the marigolds that I direct sowed from seeds that I gathered last year are now showing up and providing that color. They are very, very beautiful, and I like them at the base of the tomato plants. What I'm happy to see is that my pumpkins are flowering, and that means that I have the opportunity to possibly have a couple of pumpkins. I know right now that there is one developing, and it's looking very, very beautiful. But this year we really didn't plant a lot of pumpkin seeds, but we did plant a lot of collard greens and kale. And in that bed you can see there the collard greens and the kale. Yeah. I've been harvesting steadily, and I also have right here the cucumbers. They're doing very well too. I also have some cucumbers against this area here, but it's a tight fit. I always over plant. I tried to space it out more, but the plants are very happy and they are growing so big. I also have some zinnias there, and they are looking very good. It's the Queen Lime Orange from Baker Creek, and they're looking good here in the garden. Purple, and I also have the Madonna Oriental Lily here that I had gotten from a long time from some teacher friends. When I left a particular school and was moving to another school, they knew that I loved to garden, and they gave me a bag of Oriental lilies. It was 25 of them. I had them planted in a different part of the garden, and I had to pick them up because something happened. They were dying back, and I transplanted a lot of the bulbs here, and this year they've actually grown and developed to a place where you can enjoy them, and the scent. Anytime I walk up the pathway here, I planted some zinnias here, and they are happy, starting to provide some color, and that's just a nice thing. Side against the picket fence The hydrangeas are there. They're a little burnt at the tip, but I don't know if you could see right here that I have a hibiscus that's closer to the fence there. It has some buds there. So soon we are going to have some beautiful red hibiscus flowers. But here on, if you can see the Rose of Sharon, I have purple flowers on the Rose of Sharon. And that was a gift from my aunt. She has a lot of Rose of Sharon plants around that she has actually propagated. And she gave me 3 of them, and this one survived in the garden. And it's just looking very pretty here. It is presently 59 degrees this morning for August 1st. I keep saying August 1st, but it's actually the first Sunday in August. I mean, the time is just moving so quickly. It's actually August 3rd. It's very calm here. And cool, 59 degrees. Could you believe it? Later on, it should warm up back into the 70s. And then later on in the week, it will be in the 80s. But we're enjoying this day. It's so beautiful. I love to take you around the garden and to do this walkabout. At this particular time in the morning, it's just so relaxing for me, and I just enjoy the moment. I love how the purple perella has just grown up and is supporting the zinnias here in this bed. They have such a beautiful color, and with the sun shining through, it just adds some more richness to the garden. Do you know that that plant is edible? Yep, the purple perella is edible. They use it with sushi in Japan and the Asian countries. Yeah, it's a delicatessen. It's a beautiful vegetable. And then here in this bed, you know what I did? I planted a curly kale. It was actually in the bowl that I had seeded out some vegetables in the bowl, microgreens actually, from the Dollar Tree. And this survived, and I said, let me just plant it in here. And look at how beautiful it is amongst the flowers. Then I have the zinnias here that are opening up. And then the marigold here. This marigold is from seed. And I also have this 4 o'clock. Now this reseeded itself. And a coleus that is going to be opening up too for August. And that reseeded itself as well. So this bed is lush and full with perennials, with self-seeding plants, and then of course plants that I myself have seeded and planted in. It's just beautiful. amazing that in this bed I also planted some of the collard greens seedlings. They were very small, but look at how happy they are right here, getting the sun. They're looking so good. And then I planted some in here with some of the zinnias that I'm hoping will add some color and grow up and fill out. That will be beautiful. But look at this collard green, just as happy as ever. This bed is just beautiful. I just love it. And look, there's that collard green as well. The sun is shining kind of bright so that it's a little difficult to show you everything. And there's a little glare, but still you can see the beauty of this bed. And I am pleased to say that the red zinnias that I bought from Baker Creek are now showing up in the bed. And it's looking good with the Queen Lime zinnia from Baker Creek as well. This whole bed is just beautiful to me. I love this hydrangea plant. This is Bridal Bouquet, and it has just been loving its life here in the corner of the garden, this deck area here, and this space. It has really just been healthy and, you know, blooming and making me so happy. I like to capture the garden early in the morning because everything is just alive and perky. Now this is the Nico Blue that I was telling you about. It has such fresh leaves. When the heat comes, it just shrivels up and just droops. But right now in the morning, it's just looking so good. Now here are some of the blooms that came through for me. Not much. But now they're starting to turn color. They start off white and then they have this baby blue and it gets a little deeper blue and then it starts to take on a maroon hue. Just takes on this purpley maroon appearance. I think next year we'll get a lot of blooms, but this year, nope. And then I have these other plants that are doing very well here. And it's just a mixture of woodland plants. We have fern, we have bishopweed, hostas, things that love the shade. They're doing well. And I placed the in this bowl here these impatiens, and what you see there are the leaves, the calla lily leaves. The calla lily leaves look really healthy. They're looking good, at least most of them. And I did get a couple of flowers. Give you a close-up of those beautiful yellow blooms here. They almost look like dahlias, but they're not. I like these because they come back on their own. The dahlias, it's a lot of work. You've got to dig them up and store them in the right place. But these are beautiful. Love this yellow. Thank you so much for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I hope that you enjoyed the tour for this first Sunday in August 2025. The garden is just looking so beautiful and full and lovely, and I'm so glad that you've come to walk through it with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Have a good day. Bye.